Let's see where this goes. Will he be mistakes or maybe foes? Dennis and Tyler are gonna see if it's in the cards to make the former beat. How much does a polar bear weigh? Hopefully enough to make the ice break. So it's time to see the strangers blend. It's another episode of Now Your Friends.
Welcome back to Now Your Friends podcast, the only podcast where we ever.
Sorry, Dennis just woke up from a nap. The only podcast where we take two people, sit them down, see if we can make them into the best of fucking friends. Or just regular friends without having sex with each other.
Yeah, we don't have, it's
Friends.
very platonic.
Sans benefits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
you know, I don't think I've ever had
We're
friend.
not going to put that rule on.
I don't think I've ever had
Yeah,
a
we'll
friend
see.
with benefits.
Really?
Yeah, I think I've either dated them or like tried to and then it didn't work out.
Oh, okay.
It's very sad. I live a very sad life. Very,
Well, anyway,
No
we
benefits whatsoever.
No, I'm not done talking here.
Have,
We have some great guys. Typically the guests.
that's what I was about to say.
All right, you go ahead.
Oh, you're already
No,
started.
introduce them.
Oh my god, we were awful coasts today.
What coasts? Dennis just got back from New York last night.
Yeah, I
Boy,
did,
are his arms tired.
Fuck.
What does that mean?
Huh? I thought you hurt your arm. I just woke up from a nap, but it doesn't matter. We have our podcast going on.
Wow.
Usually we have our guests sit in the middle, but one of our guests has an injured toe.
Two
injured toes. To my left, one of my heroes, Patrick fucking McLoud on the podcast. Pat, thanks for coming in.
No problem. Here I am. Two broken toes and all.
There we go. I know, yeah, you're fucking coming in with an injury.
I am.
Yeah, it's nice. And then to my right, reoccurring guest. Oh, Dennis, you want to introduce Scotty?
Yeah.
You want to
Lovely.
introduce a friend of the show, Scott Sweeney, on my right? From episode 2.
Yeah, on my left, friend of the show, recurring guest, Squat.
Whoa.
What's wrong with me? Squad Sweeney!
This rocks.
Oh no.
Hey,
This is going to be a
boys.
bad one today, boys.
This
Hey,
is
boys, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me. This is great. I love how I'm a reoccurring guest now.
Yeah,
this
you
is
are.
serious.
This is your third one,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah.
This is lovely.
Yeah. I think you've now are officially, sans Tyler and I, the most reoccurring guest.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Logan was
does that
saying
make
that.
sense?
Logan did
Goddamn.
2. He
You've
called
done
himself a
one.
reoccurring guest, and I said you only did 1.
Yeah.
But he did 2.
We delete his episodes, actually. Never told him.
Rascal.
Dan did 2. Monica's done 2. But Scotty coming in first with 3.
With 3.
What an honor.
Pat, you're in last.
This is my debut.
Yeah.
Well, Pat, thanks for coming on. Pat, this is Scotty. He's going to be your friend.
Hello, Pat. How do you do?
I forget
right.
how this podcast works.
We just met, but I'm already concerned about your toes. Which toes are injured, and how did it happen? I need to know everything.
Okay, so
Unless it's fucked up and you don't want to talk about it.
no, I'll talk about it.
Okay, dope.
I'll give you.
breaking your toes up to bring them up to the table. So my toes fucking fell off last week.
I'm just trying to remember which ones they are. The middle one and then the one next to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the short story is, work's been crazy.
Mhm.
I thought I was gonna get a job. I didn't. I want to be promoted, so I banged out on a Friday. I called
Mhm.
somebody else. They said, "Can you start Friday?"
Yeah.
So I said yes. I'll give it a try. I
Mm.
wasn't even an hour and a half into the shift, and I moved a giant. We were unloading a truck, and I had an 800-pound equipment go right. The wheel went right over me,
Oh, no.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
and
Patty.
here I am.
Did you
Broken
go,
toes and all.
Yeah.
Did you go right to the ER?
I went to urgent care.
Urgent care. And they were like, yo, my man, you got some fucked up toes.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah.
And also, this one's broken.
I was thinking about going to urgent care today because I shat blood. But then the next time
Oh.
I shat, it was fine.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, what? No,
My stomach's had like this weird thing in my lower left abdomen that's been like, it just keeps pulsing and everything. And then
Pulsing?
Pulsing, yeah. And then today I took a shit and like a
Bro.
bunch of blood came out.
Bro.
And then, but then I was Googling it and it was like, because I think I have diverticulitis. And it was like, if you shit blood during diverticulitis, it basically means that you're clearing the clot out. It's only going to happen every once in a while.
That's
But
sick.
then I
Okay, so
probably
yeah, I
should
was gonna
still-
say, if you poop out blood and it's blood and poop,
That's fine.
that's it's not fine, but it's better
That's just
than
fine.
if there's blood in your poop.
Yeah.
That's
No,
the
this
fun
was
fact.
like
So if
not to
if
be
your poop
graphic.
is bleeding, call the doctor.
Not to be graphic, but this was like a glob of blood that was just in my poop.
A glob?
It was a glob.
These words are too
glob.
descriptive.
And I was like at work alone. I don't have it because it's a skates and
Wait,
scary.
so did you just say like it was blood and poop, but no, your blood has poop in it?
I love how you somehow
No, it was like poop, blood, poop.
Nice
And
little sandwich.
It was like very bright too, which means it's like fresh blood. It's not like built up blood in my stool. I've had blood in my shit before. This is not. I bet. Knock on the shit puck.
I feel
this
nauseous.
is not an uncommon.
I feel nauseous.
Pat, this is the type of show we do here.
I love how you typed into WebMD or whatever, there's blood in my shit, and they somehow type back, you're good. Like, this is actually a good thing. You're A-okay.
Well, I thought it was going to be like, get to the emergency room right now. 'cause
Yeah.
that's
I mean, I
typical.
think you should still after the podcast.
Well, that was
drive off to the
No, I'll
emergency
probably
room.
go back to bed. Okay, I'm so tired, probably because I'm losing a bunch of blood. It's coming out of my ass.
Bro.
Is this
Not
weird?
good.
Is this weird, Doc?
Yeah. No,
This
an
is normal.
800-pound instrument ran over my
Dude, if you
ass.
die, people are gonna
It's
look
like
at this
Pat's
episode
foot.
and be like,
Yeah.
"That fucking idiot."
I'm not gonna die. I'll be fine. Like I said, I've had blood. I've had more blood in my shit than this.
Did you go to the
before.
hospital for that too?
No.
Oh, did you? Okay.
No. Well, back then I knew what it was.
Blood in your
Hemorrhoids. And those are more painful than one. This isn't even painful. This just like feels weird every once in a while.
Okay, that's freaky.
Yeah.
There is a stomach bug going around.
I think that's a part of it too. I felt fine. Besides, like I've had some weird twos lately.
Yeah, actually, to bring, I don't want to stick on this subject.
Yeah. Because I feel like we
But
talked too much
We
about.
do. We talk
poop.
about poop a lot on this
Yeah.
podcast.
And we have Pat on. I want to be a little cleaner.
This is dirty comedy. This really is.
Pat's a
quite
clean
literally. Dirty comedy.
Would you consider yourself a clean comic?
Yeah.
That's such a
I had
wholesome
to
answer.
pull over last night. I had like cramps so bad. I pulled off. I was driving. I was like, ooh. So I pulled over. And I was like, I'm just have to wait this one out. Then I went home and I tried to poop. Couldn't poop. Then I ended up pooping a lot.
This might be an ignorant question. Do gay guys get their period?
Great question. They call that diarrhea.
All right, let's go to the shitbox or something, or just
Sorry,
any other
I'm
topic.
sleepy.
Any other fucking topic.
Let's talk about because Pat's been doing. Let's talk about how I met these guys. Right? I met
Oh,
Pat. Was the first ever local stand-up comedian I've ever seen.
Was I?
Wow.
Yep. July 25th, 2009, at Jimbo's in Braintree.
That's sick that you
We
remember
were
the
working
date.
together at the
Wild.
time.
Where
that
are
you know
we?
dates
And
like
you were,
that.
and you were like, let's go. I have a show, and then a bunch of us came out to watch your show. I think it was an Annette Pollock show too.
Oh, wow. God rest her soul.
Yes.
Is she
All
dead?
work there, God.
Yes.
Yeah, she is.
Oh.
Yeah.
You thought that was a bit.
I did. I
How
kind of
could-
did. Yeah.
No, actually, one time I was in the hospital with pneumonia, and Annette was in the room next to me.
You know.
Anyways, so Pat, how long have you been doing stand-up?
Let's see. You know what? I don't know the years.
Okay.
Most people know the
So
date that they
2009
started. Yeah.
at least, but probably.
Okay, so Tyler's gonna help you out because he's really good with dates. For
Is
some
he really good?
reason.
Yes. He's-
Yeah.
He remembered the day he met you. Was it
I
what day of
know.
the week was it, Tyler?
Friday, I believe.
Oh my
Surprised you don't have it framed up here.
What, just
Well,
the
we're not
date?
in his
This is the
bedroom.
date. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
typed out
Yeah.
thing of the date in a giant frame. I'll get it. I'll put it up here. Actually, I'll put a picture. We'll take a picture of me and you, and I'll put it up here and say
Okay.
"Friends forever."
We have Monica up here.
Yeah, Monica Carroll's up there.
What up?
But yeah, so what? 2009. That's 20, 23, 20, definitely.
Are you a photographic memory guy?
Yeah.
24. Is that 24 years?
I think it's more like
No, are you
Am I
serious?
14?
I don't
Am I
really,
68 years old?
I really don't know where to start because technically I started in high school in the variety shows doing stand up
Okay.
and doing morning announcements. And,
Okay, you
but
were
it
the
was
announcements guy.
Yeah, so-
At Weymouth High, go Wildcats.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
so I did that for like 4 years and then I broke into the Boston scene right after graduation.
Where'd you start? Where was your first mic?
Comedy Studio, I called Rick Jenkins,
Okay.
and he said, "Yeah, I'll give you a shot and I'll put you on this night." And then I wrote some things, and this is like I never really done.
Did you call him on the phone?
Yeah. I
Oh,
just
wow,
called
this
the
is
club,
like-
He-
yeah.
and he left me a message, said call him back, and I never really did an open mic before.
Yeah.
And then I wrote some things down, some jokes, and he had me on like a Wednesday night, and then I thanked him, And then afterwards, he said, I'd like to put you on monthly.
There we go.
And that
Oh,
was
hell
the
yeah.
first start
Slick
of
Rick.
trying to get into the
Do
business.
you remember any of the jokes from the first night?
I used to do, I look so young, I make pedophiles a bit squeamish.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, no.
That's a good one.
But now and then I used to switch it up to Kevin Spacey.
Oh,
you know,
because he
Keep it topical.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
he was a
'Cause he,
pedophile. And he was
yeah.
like, I'm not a pedophile.
Yeah, he,
I,
like-
just, I just get my period every once in a while.
Okay. Chill the fuck out.
Well, Scotty over here is new into the game of stand-up.
Oh.
Mm.
Yeah, he just
Welcome
started,
aboard.
Hell yeah.
Was it
Thanks,
later,
dude.
later last year or early this year maybe or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Right around there, yeah. And he's opening at Nick's on Friday. You know, I might bump this episode up to release Wednesday. Yeah, don't worry.
I think
We'll
it's-
talk
This
scene
is
stuff. That way we
not
can promote
on the
this.
show topic.
Okay, yeah, sorry. But yeah, so he's at Nick's on
Nice.
Friday.
A
yeah.
Friday night?
Yeah.
All
So it's
right.
gonna be sick. Yeah.
It's
I
fun.
might have to make an appearance then.
But is that-
Broken toes and all for Scotty.
Wow.
That's how dedicated I am.
This is my guy right here.
Wow, that's
I
that's
smell
powerful.
friendship
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's brewing.
Damn.
Or is that bloody shit you're smelling?
Yeah.
I hope it's not.
Could be both.
Pat, do you have any? What would you top 3 things for this new fucking guy over here? This new green open micer to my right.
Yeah, shepherd me through this.
Well, you've been doing it
this
for
landscape.
we found out 24 years.
All right,
You've
you
been
don't
doing
know
this.
math. You do not know math very well.
think
It was
it's right around
it's
24,
14. It's
25.
14.
Give or take.
Maybe 15.
Yeah. It's lost. I don't. The dates. It's beyond.
What's
20,
some,
30,
what's some
40,
advice
50
when you
years?
call up Rick? You do your spot. What's something you wish they told you back then?
Just don't pay attention. Just focus on you.
That's
Don't
good.
get caught up in the drama.
Just do you, and just focus on being funny.
Yeah.
Mm. That's good advice. That's evergreen.
Yeah.
I like that.
You writing it down or no?
I'm just mentally, it's in. I'm baking it into my core.
Is
My
the color of your
Corbian.
hat evergreen?
It is actually,
Nice.
as it happens. I was thinking, I thought that reminded me of a 311 song, but that's the fucking other one. I
Good.
was gonna do a shitty bit. Now I'm saying this instead.
Green is the color of my fucking hair. Whoa!
The best advice that I actually got was from I met Bob Saget outside the
Wow.
Wilbur Theater.
Rest
Rest
in
in peace.
peace.
Yeah.
We're
And-
all, we're all
There
so
it is.
classy.
Is he
I-
really dead?
He is.
Yeah. And I had asked him for advice, and he told me, he's like, kid, you got to think like a tank. You just got to plow through everybody else because everyone's trying to get your spot. He's like, just do you, be funny, and think like a tank, and keep everything away. When he passed away, I listened to his Joe Rogan's podcast,
Okay.
Mm.
and he had Bob Saget on, and Joe Rogan asked him,
I would
what's
assume.
what's the best advice you can pass on to a young comedian? And
Yeah.
he said Rodney Dangerfield told him, hey kid, you got to think like a tank, man. You're just going to plow through people. So that
Mm.
meant a lot to me that he passed
That
on
he was giving
Dangerfield's
Rodney's
advice to me.
No
Yeah.
respect.
No respect, you know.
No respect.
So that meant a lot to me. I was like, I think I cried that night.
Yeah.
Hell
It
yeah.
was deep.
That's
No,
sick.
yeah.
That's classy. I like that.
I wish I remember I got advice from one person. I was doing like an open mic and they said, "Don't get a fucking girlfriend."
Who said that?
I'm just gonna have them remain nameless because I'm married with 2 kids. But I was talking with them. I was in the fight. With, me and Amanda were fighting that night, and my girlfriend at the time.
Oh, I guess we can't. We're not gonna beep it out when you say her name, but we're
I'm
gonna
just
beep it
telling
out
a
when I
story
say-
about her.
All right.
Not all the fucked up things she does. When I say fucked up things she does, don't say her name. But yeah, no. But we were just like in a fight that, and I was like, oh, it's so annoying. And then this comic was like, dude, what are you doing? You don't have a girlfriend? You're doing comedy. This is like the best time of your life. You don't want someone yelling at you.
Is that true?
Yeah. How long you been with your wife? It wasn't Pat's advice. Just so you know.
7 years in September.
Okay.
Married.
Wow.
Together again, I don't know the numbers, but we met
But-
at Emerson.
Okay, that's what it was.
Ooh.
College. Yeah.
Is that where you went to school, or?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
I went to BU, Brockton University, for a little while.
You say Brockton University.
Yeah, I used to do a joke. Actually, I used to do
Massasoit?
that too at Jimbo's. I used to do those Brockton jokes about plenty of drive-bys, but I forget how the joke went.
Blocka. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, probably right around there. Yeah.
I ruined that so long ago.
Scratch that
Yeah,
out.
that's fine. Yeah, you got some edgy stuff. I know you said you're a clean comic, but you know you push the boundaries a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah, as you should. You know, as performing artists, we need to take the
more-
boundaries and.
it's more trying to be clever.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be great if I started giving advice as like the brand new guy.
You
Start
should.
just
Yeah.
spewing witticisms.
You should actually,
Yeah.
he's like going up to be like, you just gotta be a tank.
I'm
Yeah.
Just like storm people over.
just
like,
put your head down, just tank around. You'll get there.
I can't wait for one day when someone asks you for advice and you're like, you just gotta be a tank.
Yeah.
And then they're like, who'd you hear that from? You're like, well, I heard it from Pat.
Yeah.
Who heard it from Bob
right,
Saget,
yeah.
who heard it from Rodney Dangerfield.
Well, that's what I want. Is I want when I'm dead. I want them to be like, oh yeah, Bob Saget told me that he's dead. Pat McLeod's dead. Like, he told me that. He told me to think like a tank outside.
I'm actually
a Jimbo's
quite nervous about
restaurant.
passing on this information.
I love that idea. Like, you're just giving advice hoping when you die. That's awesome.
I just hope I hear that someday.
How old are you now? I know you're not supposed to ask a lady her age.
Hey. I just turned 38 in March. The 38.
Oh.
Scotty?
Turned 38 in May.
38
We're going to be friends, I think. This is going to work
Wow.
out.
Couple of 38-year-old fucked up
8-year-olds.
assholes.
Some childish 38.
Couldn't think of anything.
Childish. Did I tell you the story about when I said that on stage?
What was it? What'd you
I
say?
was doing a spot at the comedy scene, and I was only doing, I think, 5 or 7, and I was like being a little looser with my set because it was actually going well, which it never does at the comedy scene. And I lost track of time, so I had to look back at my phone, which is on the stool. And I just went, childish. And I turned around and looked at it. Dan has it on video somewhere. It's just like such a stupid thing to do, like kind of black voice, like
yeah.
makes no childish.
They don't actually have to do with the black voice, man.
No, that's why I did it on stage. I was like, childish.
So you say you were kind of doing it, and you just did that exactly on stage?
Exactly.
You were just doing black voice, man.
Yeah, I used to. Do you remember the Chris Rock thing?
Yeah,
I remember the Chris Rock thing.
Yeah, the Chris Rock. Would
I
you
used to just
remind
do-
the listeners what you would do?
I would just do a bit, and I'd go. It's stupid. I would hate if someone did this, but it was like. I think I have this joke about the Rugrats, but the only time I ever hear it in my head, it's Chris Rock doing it, and then I would do it as if Chris Rock was doing it,
Mm-hmm.
and that doesn't fly these days.
Yeah.
But back in the glory days of 2016, you could do whatever you wanted.
Yikes!
No, well, this damn PC culture came and put a fucking lock net.
They
lock
changed
on us.
everything.
Yeah,
It's fucked up.
It's kind of you can't do anything anymore.
Damn, locked us up. Should we
What I want to ask Pat
Yep,
more
yep.
questions about comedy.
Okay, that's fine.
Is that okay with you, Pat?
Yes.
Question.
Question away.
So you've been doing comedy for 37 years now. How has comedy changed? I mean, I'm not even talking in the sense of clips and reels and crowd work and all that stuff. I'm talking in the sense of like the stylistically. Have you noticed a shift at all? or-
Ooh.
I don't think so.
No, it's been the exact same. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I guess 40 years ago in the 80s it was the exact same.
Well, again, like I mean,
Interesting.
I like the old school, like,
Yeah.
like, hey, Dangerfield or like Milton Berle,
Huh.
like Jack Benny and all this. But if you look at it nowadays too, it's like it's the same formula.
Of course. Yeah, set a punch joke, tag
Yeah.
joke. Yeah. You're like a late night guy. If I remember, you told me this once. Like that was like kind of your dream, or maybe I read it somewhere about you.
Yeah.
Oh, and like the Weymouth paper one time.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now late night.
guy's got memories.
now there's a strike going on and TV's dead.
Yeah.
So this is means everything right now.
Yeah, you're kind of a scab right now.
Yeah.
Think about it. Yeah, you shouldn't be performing.
Fuck.
Who was your favorite late night host?
Favorite late night host was Johnny Carson.
Okay, Carson guy. Yeah. What a
Carson guy.
classic. You're an old school guy.
Yeah.
You're like a 84-year-old trapped in a 38-year-old
Yeah.
body.
I'm like Benjamin Button, but backwards.
A person that grows up normally.
Yeah.
Interesting. Should we go to the box? Because I'm having fun talking to Pat about comedy, but I guess
Yeah.
I can
We can talk about.
Well, I have to take a sip of water.
You want to go to a box really quick in the meantime?
Or you can talk to them.
All right. Shit.
Please.
I didn't know anything about comedy. I tried comedy like twice, and I was bad at it. So
I bet you were great at it, Dennis.
No, Dennis had a really funny open mic once where he went up. He like pretended he like forgot he was ready, and then was supposed to go up, and then went up with a bunch of popsicle sticks in his hand and did popsicle stick jokes while eating a popsicle to get to the last bit.
That's an inspired bit.
Yeah.
That's a good
I don't
gag.
think it would work that. I can't like, do that every time though. That has to be like a one.
That's a character. kind
There's
of.
only
Yeah,
some.
I guess. Maybe I could try stuff like that out.
Yeah. Popsicle.
And there, yeah, I would do a bit where I accidentally read the punchline on one. I was like, shit.
Mm.
And then I'd come back around because I kept like throwing them off to the side, and there was like because the jokes there's not that many of them.
Yeah.
I got back to the same one and was able to set up the punchline, and then.
That's good. You could have.
I had already gave the punchline earlier.
Yeah.
So it's kind of
So that's why it's
to
funny.
tie it together. Yeah.
You could open like a normal pack. Be like, these ones don't have jokes. I'm like trying to think of bits you can do for this popsicle stick.
Copyright Popsicle 2010.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe I should try that out. I'll whip that one back out.
Mm.
I'll have to eat like 40 popsicles.
I'll help you out with that.
Yeah.
I had so many Nutter Butters yesterday.
Mm.
I meant to bring them onto the pod.
Guess what?
That's
like
like real podcast talk right there.
They were so good.
that's a top tier treat in my opinion.
We were at my cousin's house, and my other cousin was leaving with his kids, and they're like, please take these Nutter Butters. We got them for them. They were like, no, they're going to eat them all. I was like, I'll take them. And they're almost gone. I ate like all of them like in the car ride. And then I got here, had some Taco Bell, ate more. And I don't know why I'm shitting blood, but then I had like a bunch more Nutter Butters.
Dog, what's the deal? All I did was have 65 Nutter Butters. Fucking, like, I'm the asshole? What the fuck is this? Yeah,
That's good, though.
certain foods like that, it's just tough to close the floodgates.
Oh,
and stop
I couldn't.
eating.
So, yeah, it's like a big case. It's not just like one sleeve. It's like a multi-sleeve case of Nutter Butters.
Wow.
I was getting nutty for the Nutter Butters.
All right, let's go to the shit box.
All right, let's go to the shit box.
Shit box is the box where our guests, our friends who listen to the pod
That
will
we are
send in
fans of.
icebreaker questions so you guys can answer and hopefully become better friends.
Wow.
Yeah, should we, Pat, do you want to take the first one and ask? We also have some on Instagram that we can take from
Yeah,
that we
okay.
haven't thrown in the box yet.
Yeah, we had a memory card scare, but then it turns out I was drunk and threw it in my room.
Irrational fears.
Okay.
Do you guys have any irrational
fears.
I'd say pooping blood is one.
That
That's
actually
a
is a very
serious-
irrational fear.
I worry about you, my friend.
That's a rational like reality for me. That's not even a fear. That's just like something that happens every once in a while.
God damn.
I'm trying to think of irrational stuff. I
I
scare pretty easily.
I got a bunch. Like I think I've done it on the pod already, but like falling out of my car door on the highway is like an irrational fear of mine.
Ooh.
Silly.
Falling
You
into the
lock your
street
door?
and having a giant truck squish my skull
Yeah.
is another one.
I get that on bikes when I go by a fire hydrant and I'm riding my bike. And I'm like, I'm gonna slip, and then my head's gonna I'm gonna like $1 million baby myself off the fire hydrant.
Yeah.
I get that feeling.
A lot of weird
Ooh.
intrusive thoughts, not as much irrational fears about just like knocking people off of bicycles. Or
That's not an irrational fear.
No,
That's
I'm going more
psychotic.
into intrusive thought territory when people think about their irrational fears. Right?
You
Parking
afraid?
garages, irrational fear of mine.
Really?
Yeah, they shake. I don't like that. Architecturally, it's like supposed to shake, but like,
Yeah.
it's but when it does, I still go. Ooh.
I get that.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Just like after 9/11, planes in the sky.
That's rational.
I think it's irrational to think every plane flying over is going to drop a bomb on us.
All right, what? How do you
Fuck.
think 9/11 happened? What do you think
Well,
happened on 9/11?
When I
Do you think they
when I
dropped
was
bombs?
awoken into the world, yeah, you guys were probably like 39 when that
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
When I found out that terrorist attacks were like a thing, I was like, "Fuck, that's just gonna be the rest of my life now." It was like planes dropping bombs and people shooting me, and
Yeah.
Again, there was no plane that dropped a bomb in 9/11. Irrational. Okay, sorry. All right, there it is.
he's trying to rationalize my irrational fear that every plane's gonna drop a bomb on me.
All right, all right.
Jesus Christ!
So you
Yeah.
guys fear afraid of parking garages as well, or?
A little bit. I have a lot of irrational fears. I can fill up the day worrying about almost anything. I'm trying to think of like good, weird, fun examples.
Are you afraid of things on wheels now since your foot's been stomped?
Oh yeah. Every time I see somebody walking by, I get jumpy.
Yeah, oh, my fucking toes!
Oh yeah. Don't get no close to
Get out of
me.
here, Harvey Weinstein.
Get away from me.
Weinstein.
Is that what he said earlier? Kevin Spacey. I mix those two up all the time.
Yeah. What if- yeah.
Just weird to say Harvey Weinstein, I guess. Yeah.
That's a weird joke.
One of my jokes is I talk about how I look like I'm abductable, so I'd say getting thrown into a van maybe in a parking garage from the sliding door. That would scare me.
Damn, that's scary. That's
'Cause I look like I'm
scary.
5 still in a 38-year-old body.
That's actually an irrational fear of mine too. I like listen to like true crime stuff a lot, like on like a walk, like in the woods, and they'll be like the guy
place to do
waited
that?
in the woods and then would jump out and grab these women or whatever, and I'm like, oh, I hope I don't get raped in the woods. Like I'm a giant man. Like it's gonna take a very very big man to rape me.
You thought about this?
Yes, I want to do it as a bit
Yeah.
once, but I don't know how to formulate it.
Ooh.
But yeah, it's one
The
of those.
bit needs to end with you wanting to get fucked by a very, very, very giant man.
But I don't want to.
Yeah, but
I can't.
I know.
I can't pretend to want to do that.
why? You're not a good
For
actor?
the bit though?
I'm a great actor.
Sure.
Sure. You're going to even pretend to want to get fucked by a big guy.
Let me try right now. I hope that big guy fucks me.
All right. Whoa.
I believe it.
What was the voice for? What was the voice for?
I didn't do a voice. Did I do
You
a
know,
voice?
voice. Yeah.
Did I slip into a gay voice?
Yeah, you
I
slipped into a
really
gay
didn't.
voice.
Hey, let me try. Let me try.
It was a character voice.
Let me try. Gee, I hope that big guy be fucking me, man.
Dude, black voice. No more black voice.
Oh shit.
Want to try again?
Yeah. I really want that guy to fuck me.
We'll take it.
I want that guy to go down under on me skibbies. I want
Jesus.
a
This is a psycho-
boomerang.
This has gone off the rails, and I love that.
Of course, yeah. Well, I did not expect this episode to be on the rails. You know,
No,
four goofy guys just hanging out like this. You know, you can't keep it.
Goofballs.
Yeah.
A bunch of freaking goofballs.
So I was talking off the pod about a goofball sandwich sounding good.
Mm.
You guys think of? Or
Yeah.
I basically just wanted to bring this to the listeners.
I don't. What would be in the sandwich?
A bunch of goofballs.
No.
Exactly what it sounds.
I'm picturing meatballs, but they have like googly eyes and all sorts of fun
Yeah,
stuff. on-
sounds
That's a
delicious.
goofball sandwich.
I
Yeah.
pictured more of like a peanut butter and jelly, but like the peanut butter jelly are like ball, like globs of ball. When I picture like a goofball sandwich, it tastes more sweet than it does like savory.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I'm picturing
I'm taking that.
something like maybe some fluff. Do you hate fluff? You seem like a guy that would hate fluff.
I actually had a fluff today.
Whoa.
For the first time in like forever.
I'm reading this guy's mind over here.
It was dope. Really hit the spot.
Peanut butter jelly or peanut butter fluff?
Peanut butter fluff.
Patrick.
Although more of a PB&J guy.
Depends where the night takes me.
This guy's freaking crazy over here.
Damn.
I forget the last time I had fluff.
Yeah, it's It's more of like a luxury item for me.
I don't like fluff. I'm not a big fluff
Not at
guy.
all?
No.
What about in your hot chocolate?
Maybe in my hot chocolate. Yeah. I don't like. See, peanut butter can be overwhelming. I need peanut butter. I can't have peanut butter on its own. I need it with something else.
I do.
Mm.
Peanut
I think
butter on
fluff is just too gooey.
Fluff it's very silly. I felt childish making it, but then I was like, this is sick.
Childish.
You made homemade fluff?
No, I like at work there
you
was
make-
some in the
making
cabinet.
sandwich. Okay.
That is
Yeah.
a silly thing to bring. Do you bring it into work?
No, it was somebody else's.
Oh, okay. You're stealing the fluff.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a fluff stealer.
Fluff thief.
Fluff thief.
Fluff. No fluff with you. All fluff. Fluff.
Yeah.
Yeah, another icebreaker question. Let's do it.
Oh.
We're jumping back in. Yeah, you want Scotty to pull this one?
No.
Hmm.
Fuck Scotty.
Okay, dope.
Folks, Scotty's pulling another icebreaker question, and here it is.
Tell a scary story.
Whoa, spooky. I wish I had like an. All right, well, this isn't. I'm trying to think of like the scariest thing that's ever happened to me in reality. I'm not trying to fictionalize anymore.
That's
I don't
good.
want people like the fuck. I don't really want a guy to fuck me. That was all acting.
Yeah, but that would be pretty scary
Sure
if that
was.
happened.
I don't really want a guy to fuck.
I don't know. A big, huge, beefy man trying to have sex with me does not sound scary to me
Yeah, well, you know, different strokes.
for different folks.
Yeah.
No, no.
But I don't want a big, giant, scary woman to have sex with me either.
Mm.
Why?
You don't
know,
want
it's
some
weird. A lot of my friends do.
Amazonian just like holding you up against a wall?
No.
Oh,
She'd
a
be
word?
A big old lady to be able to pick me up against a wall. That'd be very tough.
Especially if you're walking in the woods. There's not too many walls out there.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
true.
I used to. That was like primarily sex when I was younger. Was in the woods.
I remember you
What's that?
abandoned me in the woods once. So this is not even close to a scary story.
It was to receive my first oral sex.
Very
no,
cool.
No.
You guys just kissed, I bet.
It was just kissing. It was my first real kiss, though.
So it was
Pretty
It was
cool,
freaking
still.
adorable.
That's cute.
This is a scary story about how my friend abandoned me in the middle of the woods in the middle of winter. So it was
Oh,
in
fuck.
the middle of winter, in the middle of the woods, and I was with my friend.
Me.
Was it
his
Tyler?
and his fresh girlfriend.
She was being fresh. I had just plucked her. Yeah.
And we were all hanging out, and all of a sudden, they disappeared, and I was just in the middle of the woods.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Joe was there too, but it makes it sound more fun if I'm alone.
Yeah.
And he left Joe and I in the middle of the woods,
Mm-hmm.
unfamiliar woods, and while he received not oral sex.
Nope. Not oral sex.
Kisses.
But kisses.
Kisses. His first kisses, though. You got to be a part of that. You got
Yeah.
to be left behind so I could go get kisses.
How long were you guys left there?
Days.
Days.
I sent out a search team.
Yeah, it was hard to respond when I had frostbite and.
Yeah. You're fucking the end of The Shining. That's how we found you.
Yes.
Or the end of the Titanic when Rose like,
Or the end of the Titanic, too. What?
And
bloop, 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 bloop. She got turned into a fish, right? Is that the right movie?
I don't remember how it ends, but I hope,
Oh, I'm thinking Aquafina.
I hope those
Whoa.
guys find the wreckage. So that way we can really figure out a little bit more about it.
Yeah.
you remember the end of Titanic when Aquafina turns into
the guy from The Shining?
Yeah.
Fucking.
Was that the name of that movie? The mermaid movie from like 10 years ago? Aquafina?
Are
that- or
you
is that a
thinking
water-
the Little Mermaid?
No.
Or am
not
I?
The Little Mermaid. It was like a live action.
Okay.
So
Mermaid
degrading
movie.
to ask him that.
I'm like Aquaman, Little Mermaid,
Motherfucking Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
You dumb bitch.
the Big Mermaid. Which one?
My first kiss was cute.
I support it.
Dude, we're past that. That was a
I know,
scary
but I want to
story.
talk about it now. We were in the woods. We both had one earbud of a headphone in. We were listening to our song,
Fuck.
and then we started making out for my first time.
Wow.
Des, what was your first kiss like?
It was with a girl, and it was at
Sick.
Pirates of the Caribbean 2.
Dun, 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 dun. Fuck
Fuck
yeah.
And I tapped her on the shoulder, and I said, "Do you want to make out?" And
That's
she
a
was
cool
like, "Who
one.
are you?"
Yeah.
No, just kidding. She was my girlfriend at the time, and
Sick.
she said, "Yeah." And then we made out for like 2 seconds.
You said, "Do you want to make out?"
Yeah, I was. And then her
friend
friends.
of the show, Dan Hall, that was his approach for years.
Yeah, do you want? Oh, for years. I did
Yeah.
it once, and I was like, I think I could have done that without asking.
Yeah.
Mm.
Honestly, as I think with most sexual things, I think, right, guys?
Yeah. No doubt. No doubt.
No, yeah.
Attaboy.
Did you know then?
No, what? That I was gonna kiss her?
No, that you were in fact a homosexual man when you
No,
kissed her.
no. I thought she was the love of my life. I thought
Really?
I married that girl, yeah.
Hell yeah.
So-
I guess. Huh.
Yeah,
Did-
Meg. What the fuck? You
Oh
didn't
yeah,
marry
she
me.
was breaking your heart every once in a while.
Did
Yeah.
she like Pirates of the Caribbean too?
Yeah, I would think so. I watched that movie very nostalgically because I was like, I felt like my dad brought me on a motorcycle. He dropped me off at the movie theater on a
Whoa.
motorcycle, and my hair was all crazy, with a helmet. And I was like, I'm badass. I'm gonna make out with that girl, and then just cowered for like. Thank God it's a 3-hour movie, or it never would have happened.
Yeah.
It was like
That's so
2 hours and 45 minutes in. I was like, you know what I should do? I had all this time to prepare.
I've been fingering this girl for about 2 hours now. I should probably kiss her.
Yeah, no, and all her friends heard it too, and then
Heard
they
it?
all like
Oh.
giggled when we started making out, and then we like stopped because it was embarrassing.
Wow, it's almost like you
Mm.
should have abandoned them.
Wow. Maybe abandoning them is the move.
Abandoning is the
shit.
Hmm.
Patrick, first kiss.
I'm ancient, and I can't really remember, honestly, because
It was so many years ago.
What?
I'm years ago.
You remember your
What?
first kiss?
No, I
Everyone
don't.
remembers their
No.
first kiss. No?
I just went on a few dates after college, and I took this girl to my basement. I know I sound like a serial killer.
Yeah.
It does,
That-
yeah.
yeah.
It definitely
The
sounds
memories are
like a
coming
serial
back now.
Yeah, and we watched The Hills Have Eyes, and
real?
nice romantic dinner,
Yeah.
nice. And I asked her, I said, "Oh, would you like to kiss me?" And she said, "Oh, I thought you'd never ask." And I think she wanted to go further, but I wanted to finish the movie. And
Was it the
again, I
original-
don't know.
You guys actually watched The Hills Have Eyes?
We did, yep.
That's like the grittiest movie ever
Yeah.
made.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask, was it the Wes Craven original or the 2005 remake?
It was the remake.
That
Oh,
remake
perfect.
is like a haunting, like
Yeah.
nightmare of a movie.
Yeah, the remake is a very good
Yeah.
movie. Very good
It's
movie.
Yeah.
Wanna
What's
do-
that girl's name? Oh, Dead Lisa. That's the girl I made out with in the basement.
I can't even think of the date that I started comedy. My memory is not that great as I age.
Yeah, I don't know the exact date. It's funny, I know the date I met you. I know around the time I started comedy. It was June 2015, but I don't remember the exact date. Scotty, first kiss.
It was
Or
at...
have you not had it yet?
Fuck. No, I totally have kissed and stuff. It was at a party in high school.
Whoa.
The girl named Nikki.
Whoa.
And
Nikki, you're so fine. You're so fine. You're so fine. Hey, Nikki.
I was singing that to her. She was very charmed by it. And
you were watching Nicky Nouse's Clubhouse.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was cool. She like made a move on me, and I was like, "This is sick."
Yeah.
Cool guys.
Basement? Living room.
Actually, I think it was a
Were you
basement.
fucked up?
Maybe. Actually, no. I didn't drink a lot in high school.
Okay.
This was completely sober, Scotty.
Then
Young boy.
I actually brought my wife down to my basement, and now we're married. So it does work if you take them down to the basement.
Has she left the basement since? Or?
I swear she's my wife.
This isn't an act.
Yeah. I never had a basement to make out with girls, and I had Jen's
Do we
basement.
have a basement right now?
Yeah, it's
Very
a
scary
spooky
and open.
basement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's- I think house centipedes.
Probably
Ooh.
that's sick though. I like
Very
bugs.
spooky.
Babes like bugs.
Dude, me and Logan saw some dope raccoons the other night.
Where?
I haven't reminded him about
Trash bin or like
Trash
a-
bin!
Wow, or Logan's car?
No, a trash bin in Boston after the Goldfinger concert. We were walking back to our car, and he was complaining that McDonald's got his order wrong. And
Classic Logan.
They didn't. And all of a sudden there was like two dope raccoons just like chilling in the garbage.
When you say dope raccoons, I'm picturing some like chains, a backwards hat. a
They
cigar.
basically,
Yeah.
They like
Offering you a
embody that.
joint.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like being
It's
sick.
like-
Hey,
and then you
man,
say,
you
no,
wanna
man,
get this?
no thanks, I don't really need that right now. And they go, what, you pussy? And
Yeah.
then you kind of feel a little obligated to hit it.
Yes.
I'm like, you fucking mean-ass raccoon. So you hit the joint, and you're like, am I just high, or are these raccoons talking to me? Well, they were talking to me before they offered me the hit, so that's weird.
Yeah, and I'm like, is my arm working? I can't tell. What the fuck? Is this raccoon looking at me still?
Yeah, am I still shitting blood?
They still think I'm a pussy, these raccoons, probably.
Yeah.
Have I been holding the joint too long? They probably don't like me. Then Logan left me there.
And then Logan's still complaining about his McDonald's.
So they didn't put the right Big Mac sauce in. It was a real cool thing to complain about.
The raccoons are like, Jesus Christ, with this McDonald's order. Fucking enough.
Just put the wrapper on the ground.
Yeah,
That's all
like-
you fucking want. We don't
fucking-
care if there's Big Mac sauce on
Get the
it.
hell out of here. I was jealous you guys went to that cool Goldfinger
It was sick.
Big D ska show.
Yeah, Dan came too. Dan's been a little social butterfly lately.
I mean, sky's the limit.
Yeah.
That kid.
He has over to the
Soaring.
pool.
That was dope.
That was a lot of fun.
Pool guys?
Then he kind of forced me out of the pool. Remember that? That was kind of fucked up too.
Yeah, that was.
He was like, "We have to leave."
I loved
Who
how.
was it, and why did you have to leave? Oh. So he was kicking you out of his house.
Yeah, well, he was like, "Oh, I have to go to the show," and I was like, "Yeah, but I want to stay in the pool."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Well, you have to go to a show too," and I was like, "Yeah, but I don't wanna."
You kind of sound like the bad guy in this one.
No, Dan's a piece of shit.
Yeah, Dan, you piece of
He was like,
shit.
"Come
I
on,
guess.
get out of the
Alright.
pool, please." And I was like, "Shut the fuck up, Dan." Like,
Dan let it-
You're talking like the big butch girl from what's the Mulaney cartoon?
Big Mouth.
Big Mouth. yeah.
God,
Yeah.
Andrew!
Yeah.
Mhm.
She reminds me of a certain relative.
Her sister?
I mean,
Yeah.
no. No.
Yeah, that's the one.
I can't believe I freaking napped today. Naps are dog shit.
So we just told some really scary stories.
Wait, let's tell some scary stories.
Let's talk about the first time we kissed, which I'm sure is horrifying.
Well, I was just talking about the time I had sleep paralysis. That was scary.
Oh, that's
when I was
scary.
younger and I like woke up in my bed, or like kind of woke up. Have you ever had sleep paralysis?
Have not.
Oh, okay. I woke up and I saw just like a little girl like floating back to my closet, and I
Holy
screamed
shit.
bloody murder.
So you shit your pants?
No.
And I grabbed her and took her to the basement.
Yes.
Where you going?
And made out with her.
She's like, you abandoned your friends. My parents came running in, and I was like, there's just a little girl floating away. Remember your fucking sleep paralysis in New York?
Oh my god, that was really scary. Did we talk about that one on the pod already?
I feel like I brought it up recently to someone, but I don't think we did it on the podcast.
Alright, let's talk about it in case we hadn't. So Tyler and I went to go see a Brandon Flowers show. Brandon Flowers, The Killers. I'm obsessed. I dragged Tyler with me. He was doing a solo album. I'm getting too far away from the fucking story.
Yeah, very far away.
It was Desired Effect. It was really good. It's actually probably in my top 3 Brandon
It
Flowers.
doesn't none of this
Killers.
matters. Yeah, we had an Airbnb in New York. That's that's all it needs.
Yeah, okay.
But go on.
The show was great. He actually debuted a few songs and to the mass audience, and they were all really good. One of them
Surprisingly good
was-
solo stuff, I hear.
Oh, really good solo stuff. Where were we talking about?
The scary story, but want to talk about going to that Chinese place real quick too?
Wait, no. Let's tell the scary story, and then we'll do the Chinese thing.
Oh, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt your scary story. Didn't mean to get you off track.
So yeah, he had just released a few singles.
Yeah.
So we got an Airbnb.
Mm-hmm.
But when I got it, you know how on Airbnb you can either do like the get like rent a whole place or like rent a room.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know that was an option when I was ordering it. This was a very long time ago, and I accidentally rented a room for us with 2 beds. When we stayed there, this guy would also be living in his apartment while we were like there, and it was very awkward. What was that guy's name?
Jasmine.
Jasmine.
Mm-hmm.
Cool name.
Yeah, he was an acidic Jew.
No.
Acidic.
His pH levels are all fucked up,
He's
right?
an alkaline type of Jew.
He spit like green acid, like that dinosaur.
Oh God, these Jewish people these days. These damn acidic Jews in New York. No, he wasn't. But he lived in across the. Remember, like the train divided the Hasidic Jew neighborhood with the bad part of town.
Yeah.
That was wild. And then we saw that kid fall off a bike. We're just gonna recap our New York trip. We saw the kid fall off the bike, and he asked us to help him. We ran away because we thought it was a trap.
Yeah, I don't remember
shit.
that, but that sounds like we were the bad guys in that one.
We were walking through the Hasidic Jewish neighborhood. It was very much like a foreign land to us, and some kid fake fell off a bike. It looked like fake fell right in front of us. Like, can you please help me up? And we just ran into the nearest store. Like, I'm not falling for this bullshit.
Nice try.
He just shit his pants, so there was blood everywhere.
But no, I'm gonna tell a story.
Yeah, you can pick it up.
Okay, thank you. So we're in a room with 2 twin beds.
Mm.
And it's the last night that we're there. The night before we stayed up all night. Not mine. Are you asking me if you can have one?
Yeah, I'm gonna have one.
Are they Scotty's?
No, but I'd have one if there's
Are
more.
there some in there? Will you grab Scotty one?
Do you want one?
Thanks, kid.
The story's taking forever to tell.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
It's just asleep. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to cut to it. We're in the Airbnb. There's 2 single beds in the Airbnb. I'm in one. Dennis in the other. It's the last night before we're leaving. We have to wake up at 5 a.m. to catch a bus.
The Funghua?
No.
Lucky Star?
It was a Peter Pan bus. We have to wake up early to catch the bus, so we're both trying to go to sleep. I'm like in and out of sleep, about to be asleep, and then Dennis is in the other bed, and he fucking all of a sudden leaps out of bed screaming. He goes, "Oh God, oh God, oh God!" Jumps on top of me in my bed, and is putting his hands up to the door area. He's going, "Oh God, oh God!" And I'm like, what? Because I thought something was going on.
What's up, buddy?
And he goes, "Oh my God!" I just opened my eyes and I looked at the door and I saw there was just an old man just staring at us. And then he just went back to his bed and fell asleep.
Fuck.
And I was like, "Well, I'm not sleeping now because we're in a fucking haunted room." I got legit no sleep. We woke up, we missed the bus.
We did miss the bus. Yeah, we did get a new one.
Yeah.
Because that was our fault. No, but yeah, I woke up and I saw it seemed like an old man just standing over me, staring at me.
Yeah.
And it freaked me out, man.
Yes,
I
it
was-
freaked me out too.
I was too sleepy, and I went right back. I was like, I'm too tired to be haunted right now. I'm gonna go back to bed.
You could have just woken up and been like, "Hey, by the way, this room's haunted for sure," and then just went back to bed. It would have been the same exact effect on me.
Well, no, on you, yeah, but for me, I had to scream loud because I was scared.
Poor Yasmin probably thought that something was fucking happening in that room.
Oh yeah.
It's such a charming idea to imagine a real threat at the foot of your bed, and you're just like, I'm too sleepy to even worry about you. It's fine.
That
I'm
happens.
going back to bed.
There's been so many times when I'm asleep and then the smoke detector will go off and I'm like, nah, it's probably not a real fire.
It's fine.
I would die so fast. in any situation.
Don't you have to get up and turn that off?
No, well, sometimes it
I
just
mean,
fades.
ooh.
You just fall back asleep?
Yeah.
As you drift off to death, it fades. Griddly.
That's a scary story.
Scary story.
I don't know. There's a scary sleep paralysis bit.
Tell
Where I
me.
had sleep paralysis. I was living at my mom's at the time in the basement, and I heard
Basements. That's where it's all at.
Yeah, literally.
All
Is
happened.
Pat having sex with you?
No, unfortunately not. So we were, and I heard like a bunch of people upstairs, like a bunch of people, like voices I couldn't identify.
Yep.
And it was like a lot of people. And I was like, it's like 2:00 in the morning. Why are people like having a party?
Mm.
And then I heard like the voices go, "Where's Dennis? Yeah, where is Dennis? Oh wait, we should go find him. I think he's downstairs." And like the whole party was like gathering, and like I heard
This
the
is
basement-
scaring me. Just
Yeah.
as a side note, I'm
Yeah.
scared of
The
listening to this.
basement door opened, and I heard them like coming down the stairs.
Fuck.
And I couldn't move because classic sleep paralysis. Couldn't move. Couldn't like wake myself up. And just as they got into my room, I was able to like shake it off and wake up.
Whoa.
Were they coming to hurt you?
I don't know.
Didn't you have that sleep paralysis that one time me and a bunch of my friends showed up with pitchforks and rakes and like tried to steal something from your
That
house?
wasn't sleep paralysis. That was a bunch of what I thought were friends showing up to my house with pitchforks and rakes and shovels and stuff.
One time this guy stole a whiteboard from us and didn't think he thought he could get away with it. So we gathered about 10 of us and went to my parents' house to grab like shovels, rakes, and pitchforks and stuff like that. We showed up to his parents' house and kind of just broke in and took the whiteboard.
Yeah, that's reasonable. That's what people do.
It was like one of Thompson's first time smoking with you, I think.
Yeah,
What I remember,
yeah, yeah.
he's
When we
like,
smoked
he's like, I need to get the fuck out of here.
We were at the bottom of my street,
Yeah.
just smoking, and next thing you know, I'm like, is that Tyler and Jen and Steve and like two guys I don't know? And
Callie was there.
who?
Callie the dog.
Callie the dog. Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
guys had dogs too.
Yeah. We were just surrounding you with
Yeah, surrounded the car with pitchforks, and I was like, Thompson, run these motherfuckers over, run these guys over. And he wouldn't
Do
though.
it.
We were like, give us the board, Dennis.
Yeah,
Give
he-
us the board.
He was spooked, and I was angry that a mob, a
We
literal
used to
mob
have a
went-
whiteboard that we used to keep track of our friendships. Like we would like group everyone together in one, because you know how that kind of happens.
This
Like
is
you know,
great.
we have the South Shore Boys group, and then like they'll have like Logan's friends, like Logan, Brian, Mono, and then you have like my friends, like Brett, and then we'll have like other people's friends, and like
Wow.
you kind of group them into like where
I wasn't on
they
this
are.
board.
Mm.
Yeah.
You didn't make the board.
I
That's
was
what-
on the board. I didn't like my placement on it, so I
That's a South Shore boy.
Yeah. I was gonna say, where am I on this board?
You're right. You're in South Shore Boys.
I thought you're everybody's friend. Right?
It is fun to have things like labeled as such.
Yeah.
Like friendship board. What kind of stuff was?
We had the babies, and like they were just friends that would act like babies.
Oh, okay.
We had the core, which was like the main group, and then we had like people on the outskirts of the core that would kind of just hover around.
Mm.
We had a group called, I think, the Night Crawlers, with people that you only see at like parties at night. You never seen them in the day before.
That's good.
Yeah, stuff like that.
I love
It
that
was
stuff.
kind of a like low key psychotic board, but I was into it. It was nice.
Yeah.
Well, the thing with the whiteboard was it's too stagnant because these groups are always evolving and merging and breathing, kind of like a living organism. That's how I feel with life and my friendships and everything.
Yes.
I guess it's a little fucked up too. But
I remember back in the day we had a friendship audition for this kid named Adam Welpley. He's listening. Sorry, kid.
Adam.
But yeah, and he failed. It was heartbreaking.
Oh no!
He didn't make it.
So he's not coming on the
Did
pod.
you have a legit
Yeah.
audition? Like, did you have to like?
Yeah, like-
what did the audition consist of?
My buddy Joe had a sleepover, and he was there, and it was funny. He probably had like a real medical malady. I remember it was in the summer, and he was like yelling. He was yelling to everybody, be like something about like I can't sleep. Fucking. He kept opening the window. I can't remember exactly what it
Stop
was.
pissing on me! I can't sleep.
And yeah, we're like, fucking shut up. You just failed your audition. Fucking get out of here.
Did he know he was being auditioned?
I think someone told him the next day. I remember feeling really bad
That's
about
even
it.
more fucked up.
Yeah.
Like,
That is mean.
You
Yeah.
failed. Like you didn't even know you were trying.
Yeah. Just to be that cutthroat
Steve
of a
Pitt.
human.
Imagine finding out about that. Like you failed the audition. I was like, first of all, what audition?
Yeah.
and second, I can't believe I failed.
Yeah.
Like that sucks.
It's a real Truman Show moment. Where
Yeah,
it's
it
just
really
like,
is.
fuck.
Do you ever feel yourself like just really bombing as like a friend to people that you're trying to be friends with? I remember that a lot growing up, like in high school.
Yeah.
Like you're sitting with people that like you kinda like, and you're like
Or you
do,
want
like-
to be better friends.
Yeah, you like
Yeah.
want to be their friends because they're cooler than you, and you like do like a bit or two, and they like look at you in like a weird way. And you're like,
Yeah.
you have this like awareness of like, fuck, I'm
Yeah.
like not doing well right
So-
now.
Like, wow, they do not like me.
Yeah.
It's funny you say that because I was in New York recently, and
City that never sleeps.
Yep,
The Big
and
Apple.
It was in the middle of the day. I slept.
Was this for a Brandon Flowers concert?
No, I was
Oh,
a
okay.
different. I was
Just
visiting my
wondering.
lesbian friend Sarah Evia. We love you.
Very cool. Very
and,
cool.
My friend Sarah, we were like, we're gonna go to the park and do like a picnic with some friends. And one of the guys at the picnic, I forget his name, but he was really cool. I was like really into him.
Yeah.
He gave me like some shrooms chocolate. I was like, oh, this guy's the man. He like smoked us
Sick.
up. He was just like cracking jokes. I was laughing so hard.
Cool
And
guy
at one
stuff.
point, we went to the bathroom, and I like knew where the bathroom was. So I was like walking him and some other dude over,
Yeah.
showing the bathroom, and I was just like kind of bitting around. I was just like doing bit after bit after
Yeah,
bit,
Like,
and
yeah.
he just stopped and he was like, "Ah, man, that's so funny." Like like
He's
be trying to
being-
be genuine,
He's trying to be nice.
and I was
yeah.
just like, "Oh shit." I was like, "Oh, no.
Yeah.
I gotta shut the fuck up. I was like, I'm bombing this one. I was like,
Yeah.
all right.
And
I
then
just like you so much, man. Be my friend.
Yeah, and then I'll typically double down and like ruin it even more, then find out that guy like couldn't stand me, like something like that. Yeah.
Something like a message later, be like, sorry if I was weird, but let me make it weirder and say like a bunch of stuff now.
I had the other night at Barrel House Z, I was on the show there, and I was hanging out with someone afterwards, and then when we were left, they had like an hour-long ride home. When we left, it started to pour. Then I DM'd them on Instagram, and I was like, hey, like, I know you have like a long ride home. If you want to crash, we have like a spare room at our place. And I was like, does that sound like too like we should be friends? Like
Yeah.
we should hang out more. So immediately after, I was like, unless you're like fucking just going home, like who gives a shit? Like if you're just going home, like.
Sorry if that was too forward. I'm just, it's whatever.
No, I think that's really thoughtful. That's
I
a really
know.
thoughtful
And then
move.
they were like, thanks for the offer. I got home safe, nice hanging out. Or whatever.
Yeah, that's class.
No,
But
yeah,
I do the
that's-
same thing.
That's a
and-
classy move, but I would overthink it as well.
I
too.
the
I
second
overthink everything I do. So
And I was like, I had been drinking too, so like the second I sent it, I was like, fuck, like is that like a loser thing to tell someone who like this is my first time ever hanging out with that person, like first time really hanging out with that person. So
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, they think I'm just like a weirdo that's like, come back to my place and hang
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Come to my basement.
wow, those are some good scary stories, guys. Should we pull another- should we pull
Tell a
another?
scary story.
I was in Lynn seeing Wayne Newton a couple,
I'm fucking terrified. Holy shit.
and people were walking by, and my wife's like, because we were waiting for some friends, and my wife said, we had the windows rolled down, but then she's like, we got to roll them up, and then we went click.
Yeah. Lin, the city of sin.
Yep, that was scary.
Yeah. I went to Lawrence one time for a concert. That was a little scary as well. All those L places are bad. Lawrence, Lowell, Lynn.
Back into the shit
Sorry.
box.
Yeah.
We got any on Instagram too?
This one says happy birthday. Doesn't make any sense. No one's birthday is going on. How many holes does a straw have?
I usually get one from Dunks, so. Oh, two. Then we yeah. Two ends.
Hey, Mr. House Dog.
Yeah.
I think one hole, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, is it one long hole or two
Fuck.
holes with a big
Yeah.
tube?
This is a fun one. I've never heard this. This is good.
Less of an icebreaker, more of a riddle, but it's still it's cool. It's kind of like which way the dog would wear his pants. Or her pants.
I don't know, man. This one seems a little more practical.
Um,
Dogs don't wear pants.
Is it just one long hole? Let's think of it this way. What if the plastic of the straw was expanded even further out? It would be just one hole, right? If you had like a giant hunk of plastic and then made the hole with the straw, that would just be one hole.
Yeah,
Yeah, like there can't just be one.
Is that
yeah.
what the question is? How
Or
many
if
holes
you,
does
but,
straw
if,
have?
but if you turn it sideways...
We're like scientists.
Yeah, I'm
This is
trying to
sick.
figure this out now.
We have a straw in the kitchen. Should I go grab it?
Yeah, maybe grab the
Yes.
straw.
I think that would be
Yeah.
very
Want me to
helpful.
grab the straw?
Yeah,
Yeah,
please.
I do.
And also, if you can grab a giant hunk of plastic that looks like it could have a straw in it for my part of the experiment, that'd be good. I'm thinking a one hole. I'm thinking because I'm thinking,
That seems like the scientific right answer. I
Yeah.
feel like that's what a scientist would say, like, oh, it's the one. But I'm liking a case for two.
I can
if
also
some-
see a case for two, like even if with my art in my head, I'm picturing. I don't know how they make straws, but I'm picturing a giant thing of plastic and then them like
Straw
making
for you?
the one hole.
That's what I'm
Straw for
imagining
you?
also.
Straw for you?
Fuck yeah. Oh, this is a good. I like the ones with the
We don't do cocaine.
little adjuster.
What are these called? The
So, boys,
bendable thing.
how
Bendy straws.
many holes does this straw have?
Oh, just one.
Is it just one? But then you put it this way, you think there's two. I'm just laying out why it's a rail. Like, I know you can think it's just one because it's just one hole all the way down.
Well,
but if you
no,
put
it's still one hole. It's just on the side.
But also, there's a hole there, and there's also a hole
yeah,
right there.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about now? What if
I'm
you,
thinking.
what if you go like this?
Yeah, is a hole? Does
I'm
a
pinching
hole have
it.
to have a bottom?
I'm now pinching the straw.
See, that's the question.
Does a
That's
hole
what-
have a bottom?
Does it still have one hole if I'm pinching it?
That's what he was just doing.
Did
That's
he
what,
pinch it?
Yeah, Scotty just did that.
I don't know.
thing.
Oh, I was just trying. I was just trying to illustrate. Like, well, see that little guy, and then we got that. That's two. That's
Yeah.
two holes.
Yeah. So now, now it has two holes if I go like this. Yeah, this is my argument, not Scotty's.
Fuck, his argument's better than mine.
Let's stay on this for the rest of the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
Remember to recycle your straws, guys. Can you recycle straws?
I think so. Are
These
paper
two-
straws still a thing?
I hope so.
Really? You like paper straws?
Yeah, they save the environment, and like also I think straws are kind of like pussy shit.
I think straws are pussy. Dude.
I like straws. I guess that's not even a conversation to be had. I'm like,
How do we feel about
I'm like
straws, guys?
sleeping and reaching. I'm grasping at straws for any conversation right now.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the Instagram.
We got an Instagram, everybody. If you could follow us at Now Your Friends. Before we record on days, we will post icebreaker questions. Well, you can send in icebreaker questions. I'm trying to promote it, but just follow us at Know Your Friends. There we go.
I mean, you guys got a great Instagram account. I'm a big fan of the content going
Thanks,
on there.
man. This is the content you'll find on the show, which you can find anywhere: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever else you get podcasts. I'm not exactly sure what platforms
Pat
those
McLeod's
are.
basement.
Pat
Yeah.
McLeod's basement.
I'll be waiting for you.
I keep the RSS link in the basement.
There's some pirate radio going on.
If you gained superpowers, would you be more likely to be a villain or a hero?
I think I'd be. I'm sorry to jump right in, but
Please.
I think I'd be a hero, but which would actually probably make me more so a villain.
Do you think you would die a
Fuck.
hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain?
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I think I was a hero, and then I'd be like fucking Homelander.
Yeah.
The boys. I'd just be absolutely like. I don't know.
I'd be like Black Adam from the unforgettable The Rock vehicle, Black Adam. I'd be an anti-hero who's just like, he's got a heart of gold, but like a little bit of edge to him. And everyone's like, damn, this is crazy.
I
just
think
say-
I would just be a hero and use all my powers for good.
Fuck,
it also
that's
depends on what
sick.
my powers are. Like, if I'm just like, if I have super strength, I'm not gonna go around and like beat up by people for no reason. But if I have like, if I have X-ray vision, there might be a women's locker room or two that I accidentally sneak next to.
So a villain.
Rascal.
That would be the villain.
Yeah.
But if I'm just saying, it depends on what superpower I have.
Yeah, I mean,
If I could fly, I'm gonna fly around. I'm probably not even gonna use that for good or evil. Just
Yeah, I
probably-
know. I'd be such a non-entity as a superhero.
I don't think I'd be a hero or a villain if I had any of these.
Yeah.
They would just be like, "Oh, you have the gift of flight." I'm like,
I
"Cool,
would just wouldn't have a car.
I mean, I'll just go to work a little earlier,
That'd be sick.
My dad the other day was like, my fucking cousin Pete, that guy, I'll tell you, he's a card. He thinks that, he's got this idea that, I guess, they're going to attach, like, a monorail system to all the telephone poles and whatever, like the monorail from The Simpsons. He's like, that guy's a fucking idiot. He's like, but you know what I think will happen before you're dead? Everybody's going to be floating around on drones. I was like, that's like a very similar idea, and I was like, there's gonna be like a lot of laws and guidelines. I don't think it'll happen within my lifetime. It's like, no, it will. I'll be dead, but you'll be around, and you're gonna remember that I'm telling you this. It's like, the monorail thing seems a little more practical. Like, it's just him bashing his cousin, and just to lead into like, but here's my idea because it's a dope idea.
You're going to be leaving my house on a drone, waving.
Yeah,
I'm going to go.
I'm like, it would be very dangerous. Everyone would be crashing. He was like, no. You'd be up at like air traffic control levels.
Yeah.
Like that's very high up, and people will get very hurt up there too.
Yeah, just like dangling from like a drone.
Yeah.
Like, ah!
Drunk droning would be ridiculous.
Yeah, drone droning.
I I'd be stuck in a tree every night, covered in Taco Bell, hanging out with like a squirrel.
Everyone looking around like, where's Tyler? Did he leave? You're just like zipping
Like
off.
fucking Irish drone again.
Fuck later.
Guys, I'm not leaving. Oh fuck, Tyler's up in the stars, isn't he? Yeah, I would definitely also go. I'd be like, I can fucking go so high up when I'm drunk.
They don't fucking think.
Smashed by a plane up there.
They think I'm too fucked up to fly this thing around. It's fucking stupid.
Drunk guy from Massachusetts smashes into plane on drone.
Hell yeah.
Legit like crunch wrap shells floating down with me. Oh, crunch wrap parachute would be sick.
All right, well, that's not very practical. Pat, do you have?
Beautiful.
Would you be more of a villain or a hero? You think?
100% villain.
What?
100% villain.
Pat?
McLoud.
Patty?
Full villain all the way,
All right,
man.
so don't
Oh
give me
my
any
goodness.
active anything.
My niece, 4 years old, she calls me Joker instead of Uncle.
Oh no.
Oh man,
It's like a pronunciation thing. Or
Could be both.
you're like, that's right. She's like,
Yeah.
Scotty Pat.
is
I
it
don't know
also
why I
because
gave
you're a
her fucking
comedian?
names.
Is she call you that because you're a comedian?
Ooh.
Or is it because you like paint your face like a clown and murder?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think he's always dancing in makeup around her.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
You wouldn't get
But
it.
yes. I like anarchy. You know? I like cars on fire and
You're
I'm
fucking
coming after
twisted.
you. Yeah.
You are.
You're fucking
He's
crazy.
fucking making out with girls so the hills have eyes.
Yeah.
Wearing Joker face paint.
Yeah.
And that's two references, by the way. You said the Joker, and I said the live long enough to see yourself become a villain thing. It's kind of cool.
What are you doing? Well, let's get
It's
Scotty.
a
Scotty,
it's
what
a
do you
reference
think?
guy.
I'm losing blood.
Scotty,
Out of your
It's
shit,
not
or
Hating.
no? I'm sorry. I'm yammering.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me.
so much blood all over the ground.
Yeah, sorry. I thought gay guys just got their period, but I guess I do too.
I guess I'm gay.
I do like that. I'm like, oh, what? You get your period the other day? Oh, and by the way, I've been bleeding out my bottom.
It's my roundabout way of getting
I do
that.
not want that big man to fuck me.
Oh my god, yeah, that'd be even worse.
Your ass is bleeding. Like, it's a
If it keeps up, I'll gotta go to the doctors. But I've moved a lot of bowels today because my stomach is fucked up, and only one of them was covered in blood. So I think we're pretty good, folks.
Attaboy.
This podcast has gone completely off the rails. I don't know why anybody listens to this anymore.
What superpowers would you have to be a villain?
To be a villain, just the basics.
Oh, okay. Never
Just-
mind.
Basement
Just
man.
have like Jack, yeah, exactly.
Basement man.
Basement man.
The gritty origin
boy,
story.
to get the alliteration going.
Yeah.
Better.
Yeah, what is
There
your
we
what's
go.
your villain origin story of Basement Man?
I lure people, lure, was that the word? Lure
Lore.
them downstairs. And the rest is up to me.
The rest is
Fuck.
Okay. And on this topic, what powers you guys gonna have in your? With your
I'd be super sexy. Strength.
okay.
Sexy
What?
strength.
This is a different thing.
That'd be sick.
Super strength would be kind of sexy.
Just wowing everybody. They're like, "Fuck! Look at this guy."
I'd be super sexy teleportation.
Ooh.
Honestly, flying
That'd be
I think
dope.
would be cool. I think it might be a little basic, but
I'd love to fly around.
Me
That's
too.
that's the
I
big
think,
one.
like, having the Force from Star Wars would be cool. Too.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a good
Probably help
answer.
this guy over here.
My
I want to
form-
come to the basement.
My form of torture would probably just sitting somebody watching Hills Have Eyes 24/7 while they're tied up in a chair.
We need to get eyes on your wife immediately.
He like puts on. He's like, I got like a camera in the basement right
Well,
now.
she's my assistant. She helps with it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she's my companion. Yeah, basement man and basement woman. We'll get everybody down there.
that dude.
You're
Okay,
dead.
Now I feel
Both
better.
of us
now.
find you. We're
Is that
driving
what
around.
happened to Bob Saget? Or
I just found out in this basement in Weymouth. Spooky.
Scott, is this weed?
It is.
Can I hit that?
Please, I was offering it earlier.
I had an actual question to follow up on the basement stuff.
I'm very attentive to my guests, as you can tell.
No doubt. I'm having a great time.
Yeah, me too. I was trying to remember the next question I had about the basement man.
Basement
doesn't-
man.
Oh no, it wasn't a question. It was just wouldn't it be awesome if Pat actually was a serial killer this whole time?
Oh,
And,
dude,
like,
this
he just-
episode would pop off
He's
on
just on
views.
this, yeah, he's just on this podcast revealing everything.
Yeah.
And like just joke in like a joking way. He's like, I'd probably tie them up and make them watch us have eyes.
Yeah.
Dude, I'd be so mad that we botched the beginning. 'cause
I'm gonna write
some
that
people
book.
would be,
That's a sick book. I've actually, for years now, I've wanted to write a book or make a mock podcast called The Ugly Bitch Killer. I probably talked to you about this before.
Yeah, you, want
The
to,
ugly
you
bitch.
haven't, but
No,
we should
yeah.
do it.
I want to
mean,
write it called The Ugly Bitch Killer. Guess what he
We're-
does? He kills ugly bitches. And like,
So is this gonna be like a fake podcast, like a fake,
like a
crime?
fake serial, fake
Yeah,
crime
fake
podcast.
crime
No one
podcast.
take this idea. I'll fucking kill you. Especially
How
if
about we
you're
just
ugly.
edit this part out and we
Ugly
just do
bitch
it?
killer.
No, well, yeah, I'll write it. I do want to do it, but like, yeah, the guy like kills like only ugly women, and then like you know, then you got like the hot girls like I'm so scared to walk around. You're like, wow, you
Like, oh my god, so humble.
yeah, why are you scared to walk around? Like,
Yeah.
your friend over here, she should be fucking terrified. Her friend's like, oh, why should I be fucking scared? And then like
Your sister.
a guy, no, and then like a guy's girlfriend dies. She's like, I didn't even know she was ugly.
Damn.
Yeah,
I can't believe.
I can't believe I was dating this ugly bitch the whole time.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Have you guys ever dated an ugly bitch?
The hell?
I'm like,
I
yeah,
dated-
kinda.
Is that a roommate, Sean?
Yeah,
Sorry.
it must have been.
Nice. Hi, Sean.
Howdy, Harrison.
Hey now.
Yeah.
know.
Have you
We're
guys ever
talking-
been like
No.
halfway like hooking up with someone and like, what am I doing?
I've like,
Hey,
Harrison.
say hi to the camera. Say hi to the camera. Come back. Say
yeah,
hi to
give
the
a
camera.
wave. Hey, it's last week's
Hell yeah.
guest.
Hey.
I mean, I've like accidentally pursued ladies that are uglier than I would like.
Yeah,
This seems mean. What are we doing? This doesn't seem like a good podcast conversation.
All right, yeah, fine.
It seems like a good conversation to have after the podcast where I can tell you their names
Yes.
and show you their pictures.
Yes.
Yes.
Basement
Put 'em up
stuff.
here.
No, we're not putting them up there. No, yeah. Yep. I don't have any more in there. I'll go over here.
Do we have no more in here?
Barbie or Godzilla, who is more fuckable?
Hmm.
Who asked this one?
This is asked by Joe Palmer, former
That's good.
guest.
I'm gonna go Godzilla.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm really into giant mutant lizards that have atomic breath.
I said we'll talk about that after the podcast.
You whispering sweet nothings into Godzilla's ear. Like, what up, dog?
I'm
sweet
this one seems. I'm gonna go with Barbie because she's like a sexy girl.
Margaret Robbie is like hot.
Yeah, but I'm.
Probably.
I was thinking about more of the doll.
Oh, so an active like 80.
Oh.
Like a 300-foot radioactive lizard or a doll.
Yes.
Or are they both dolls? Because it's Godzilla dolls.
There are Godzilla dolls.
Yeah, but I feel like that would have been specified. Would that have been
Okay.
specified in the question, Joe?
I don't know. Well,
Later
Godzilla
on.
doesn't exist, and neither does Barbie outside of the doll. So
Huh.
the question's kind of hard to get into the logistics like that.
All right, so yeah, we need more details to answer this one.
Okay.
What do you guys think, Barbie or Godzilla?
We're just doing both.
Yeah.
Okay.
A threesome.
yeah.
You
That's
freak.
hot.
Yeah. I got Godzilla in the basement, man, and Barbie.
So you guys
Yeah.
double team Godzilla, obviously. right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
With Joker lipstick written on the walls.
I'm a Barbie girl in a
Yep.
Barbie world. Just on the walls and joking.
In atomic breath.
Yep.
Basement boy was here. Man, basement man was here. Sorry, Pat, you're not a boy. Not yet a woman.
Wow.
Oh, the question. What? I think.
The Barbie movie fucking rocks, by the way.
Yeah, it's so good.
I'm
It
hearing
was so
nothing but
good.
good things. I'm seeing it tomorrow. I'm excited.
Yeah, dude,
Won't
you
spoil
saw,
it,
no,
yeah.
you saw it?
I saw it, yeah.
It's really fucking good.
Saw it last Thursday.
I went through the range of emotions watching it. Like it was.
Yeah.
it did
I'm
its
glad to
job.
hear it. Everyone who's, who has good taste is like, I loved it. It's like actually funny, the whole deal.
I went in with
I'm
high
excited.
expectations and met them.
Wow.
I went in.
That's what I'm talking
no
about.
expectations. It was blown away. So.
I wouldn't say
Let's go.
that it was one of those I was like, oh my god, the fucking best movie ever. But I went in with high expectations. It was a fucking great movie through.
It's fun. It
Yes.
flew by.
Ryan Gosling rules.
Ryan Gosling. Fuck.
He hasn't been in a movie in like years.
I'm sure
He's
one
back.
day you'll be hearing about this on Enough the podcast. The podcast where two people sit down and talk about the movies. Scott
Hell
and
yeah.
Ryan Ankner. Check it out. It's on everywhere you
Wow.
can find
What a
podcasts.
fucking dazzling plug you just snuck in. Incredible.
It also kind of makes you think, who would win a fight, a toad or a frog?
Fuck.
Mm.
What's the difference between a toad and a frog?
Yeah. I feel like frogs are grosser.
I thought
Toads are
Mm.
bigger. Toads are
Toads
bigger.
are bigger.
Yeah.
Do you
Oh,
kiss a
Well,
toad?
where does this battle happen? On land or in the lake?
Let's
Good
go on.
question.
And one of them's amphibious, the other one's not. Is that what's going
that's
on?
basically it.
Okay.
Huh?
Well, where's the most even playing ground then? The land.
I feel like maybe
On-
the beach.
On a motherfucking on a lily pad.
Oh, yes, a lily pad.
Well,
is
charmingly.
playing,
I
yes.
feel like a lily pad, the toad has a chance of falling off into the lily pad. It's heavier, so it might not be able to support. The
I was
lily pad
kind of
might not be able
expecting it to be
support.
like a Royal Rumble type of thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
like a wrestling ring. So these two are matching off in a wrestling
Well,
ring.
if they fall off, they die. I'm taking the lily pad droned up in the air.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
and toad. I'm still going toad.
I'm telling you, by the time I'm dead,
Fuck you,
Toad versus Frog, lily pad drones.
Fuck it, me and this fucking frog are out of here. Fuck you guys.
I'm getting my Taco Bell in the Sky drive-thru. Wow, a
Fuck.
floating Taco Bell would be amazing.
Pat, do you have where's your money going? You going all in on one or the other?
Pat's like, I don't care. I'll microwave both of them. I don't give a shit.
The money goes into the bank.
You picking on Frog or Toad?
Oh, Toad. I thought you were, yeah.
You were asking where you put your money.
I thought we were off the Toad. That's a whole separate question.
No.
The Toad's a huge question.
No, we're still on the
Yeah,
toad.
I'm going putting my money, all my chips in Toad.
Scott, are you
Toad,
Toad
like,
and a Toad and
Mario?
Lynn. You'd gone.
Toad and Lynn.
Lynn.
Yeah.
What, Dennis? Sorry.
Huh?
I thought you were saying something.
Dude, where would you put your money other than the bank?
I think you chose the Toad, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be a Toad guy. That seems like the move.
So we're all
I'm
we're all
going
toads?
Toad based on,
Yeah.
on the fact that Toad sounds more aggressive than Frog as
Mhm.
a word.
Yeah.
I'm going to rephrase this question a little bit so we can do it. Joey Chestnut, you guys are all familiar. Hot dog eating champion.
I had a
hot-
Chicago dog the other
You're
day.
caught
It's
up
really
now.
Yep.
He's a
Oh.
hot dog eating champion.
Yeah.
Who would win out of us hot dog eating championship? Rank them. I'm going me.
I was
I
going to
Yeah.
say
could
you.
eat more hot dogs than you actually.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
you do have that special skill.
Dennis is
This
furious.
is my last episode of the podcast. this is it.
All right. I like that. I'm like, I'm the best. You're like, no, I'm the best. I'm like, well, then fine. You're gay. Then. I can't just admit that you didn't beat him for.
Yeah.
Hot dog-
Actually, Tyler can handle way more big dick.
No,
Big
stop.
hot dog.
No, I concede. Concede.
You conceive? You would conceive with who? Who are you
Yeah,
conceiving with, Tyler?
I would eat the
Yeah.
least amount because I would get grossed out by it.
All right.
Hell yeah.
I had 3 hot dogs yesterday.
So if I were to rank it, I'd go. All right,
do you
actually,
really think
probably
you eat more hot dogs than me?
no. Tyler,
Yeah.
me, Pat, and then Scotty.
Mm.
If it was gonna be hot dog eating contest.
Well, now you do eat food much faster than me. Like,
yeah. If it's like if it's a 10-minute time limit, I could absolutely crush you.
yeah, if it's a sprint and not a marathon, I think you got it.
Yeah, I got it.
But I also think if it's a marathon, you also have it too. I think you would win now that I like really started to think about it.
All right, I'll take
Yeah.
it.
You're right
Hot
to
dog eating
put.
champion.
You're right to put me in last.
Yeah.
I'm a slow eater, and
I
it
feel like
would
you fill
take me.
fast, right?
Yeah. I'd tap out at like 4 hot dogs probably.
I gotta have a bunch of condiments on mine. I'm what we call the condiment king.
Yeah.
Relish everything. It has to be dripping.
It's a speed competition. You're gonna take the time to put condiments on.
Yeah.
I like your style.
What are you doing? Relish, mayo, ketchup? What are you,
Everything.
Relish,
Relish,
Chicago
mustard,
style? Yeah.
Relish,
ketchup,
ketchup is what I
onions, whatever you got.
All right, hell yeah, dude.
I'm picturing a basement full of victims going, okay, Condiment King.
Yeah.
Whatever you say.
Whatever. I'll eat all these fucking hot dogs so fast. Sure, condiment king, whatever.
Whatever you say.
Those eating contests are the worst because to eat them, they like dunk them in water.
Yeah.
That I hate watching
you have to eat, like,
that.
the bread too, right?
Yeah, it's like, I don't know.
And they get
No,
he gets like what's his record?
I think it's like something in the 50s.
What's Joey Chestnut's record for hot dogs?
It takes all the fun out of it. I want them
Wait,
to
you
eat them
think Sarah can
properly.
answer this? Is
What's-
that how significant this guy is in
Yeah.
hot dog eating contests?
I bet.
What's
I bet she
Joey
knows.
Chestnut's record for
Holy
hot dog
shit.
eating?
Yeah,
we
he's
should have
like,
him on the pod.
he's
Give him a bunch of hot dogs.
This is
Yeah.
from 21. From 2021, he ate 76 hot dogs and buns in
Jesus.
10 minutes.
that's
But
so
this is a
many.
new
I was thinking I
record,
could do
but-
like 9.
Yeah.
I could do 9.
Yeah, 71. Like, what is this guy made of? How is he still alive?
How big is he? Is he a big guy?
No, he's like a tiny little man.
Joey
maybe Scotty
Chestnut,
does have
listener of
this.
the pod.
Yeah.
That's fucking insane. Congratulations, man. I respect that.
Yeah, that's okay. That's the record from 21. It still stands. But
Today?
he won this year again. But
So does he have the world record of hot dogs?
Yeah, from the hot dog eating contest every year. I think on the 4th. They do it on the 4th, like right around the 4th.
That sounds like something.
Does he practice? How often does he practice?
I don't know.
That's like the saddest thing imaginable. Him just like, well, it's that season. I gotta get ready.
no, he's
I'm
like
gonna
a
like sit
tiny-
here and eat fucking 75 hot dogs.
He's like a fit guy
to get
too.
all.
It's wild.
That's wild. I want to try this out. Can we do this next episode, a hot dog eating contest?
I would probably
Okay.
throw up. I'm down.
We're doing it. That's next week's episode.
Yeah.
I'm calling out of work that day.
Hell yeah.
Oh, whoa, we're way over an hour. All right.
Where are we at?
I think 1:15.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Let's do one more and then we'll wrap. Yeah.
We usually go 45
yeah.
to an hour, guys. This is
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, we're just having fun.
We're just fucking hanging around.
Just having a go.
sometimes these fly by.
Mm.
I feel like this one has been
All
flying.
right. If you're on a sinking ship, what would
Yikes.
what would
Lifeguard.
Check, please.
what would your lifeboat pitch be? Parentheses like what? Why would you say they should save you?
Because I don't want to die.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, wait, I think at this point we've learned from other big giant ship disasters that there should be enough lifeboats for all of us. Am I
Yeah.
right in that assumption? Now that we've
Do they still do women and children first? I don't know if any ships have sunk lately. But
I'd be trans so fast.
yeah, of course.
An immediate transition.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm
sick.
8.
Yeah.
I do the wrong. I identify as an 8-year-old.
I'm 8 and a gal. Get me on that boat.
I'm an 8-year-old gal. Fucking save me. Yeah, that'd be my pitch. But I notice you don't have gender neutral bathrooms. You're really gonna take it this far.
It would be so fun to have to like sell yourself in such a fucked up moment. Be like, I don't know. I'll tell you a fun story. I'll mow your lawn. I don't know. I can do stuff. I can do whatever. Fuck.
Actually thinking about it, I don't think I'm very savable.
Yeah.
We're like 5,000 people, and we're like, we only have enough to save half of us. I'm gonna be like,
Yes.
shit. I'm not educated. I don't have like my
I'm gonna jump ahead. I'll be in the dead half.
Yeah.
It's fine. Just
I'm being noble.
Yeah.
I'm being noble.
I'm gonna take the pressure off you guys. I'll
that's a good approach.
Yeah.
Try to be
Oh
like
no! I don't want it.
Oh no, my life is meaningless.
Listen, we need this guy's humility and
Yeah.
to the next gen.
This
so-
guy's got a heart to go.
Thank
Put him on.
fucking God. I can't believe that fucking worked. Thank you.
Fuck you guys.
Fuck everybody. Fuck you women. Fuck you children. I did the humility thing and it fucking worked. Yeah, no, I'd be like, all right, guys, listen. It's a lily pad drone. I've been working on it for a while.
Yeah.
Toads versus frogs in the sky. No one else can do this but me. Fuck these babies. Fuck these ladies. Put me on the fucking boat. Pat, what's your fucked up answer?
I'd tell them that I'd have to go do your podcast. And you need to get me off the ship right away.
I have to be somewhere for pod. It's in Quincy. Could you drop me off in the lifeboat?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Wollaston Beach.
Sorry, Captain. I hate to do this, but I have to be on Now Your Friends tonight. So that.
Oh, you don't know what it is? It's a podcast where you take two people that don't know each other and see if you can make them the best of friends.
Everyone clear a path. Ben needs his own boat. This is a fucking emergency.
Pat's on a fucking private boat with Jay Leno on the way home.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Oh yeah, Pat. I was gonna ask you about that, and it hasn't
Yeah.
come up naturally.
I'm sure we should,
You,
right?
you. I saw a picture of you in a plane with Jay Leno.
I haven't seen this or heard about this.
Yes.
Yeah. He gets it.
Yes.
Tell me.
So how the
Hell
fuck
yeah.
did that come to be?
So there's
He's in.
two. It's a two-parter. It's like there's a
See you guys
sequel.
next week.
Yeah.
No, we have time. We don't have a hard out or anything. So.
I'll try to tell the story real quick. So I met Leno a couple times before. The first time was like in Vegas at the Mirage,
Ooh.
and last summer I saw him in Springfield, and I gave him an article when he came to the stage door about
Yep.
how I want to be like a late night host, and I had
Yeah.
my number on 2 clips. I told him I was going to catch the show inside. I left my number on there. I went back to the casino in Springfield. My phone rang. It was him. He invited me backstage.
Is this Leno?
Yes.
Okay.
So this was
Wow.
in Springfield. So we talked together for about a half hour. He pushed me to go to L.A. So then I told Sarah, I'm like, hey, I'm going to go to L.A. And I did some shows out there. I went out there. Lenny Clark helped me out at the Laugh Factory. Leno plays at the Comedy and Magic Club Sunday night, so I got a ticket to go see him. Lenny Clark's brother called me. He said, any sign of Leno? I said, no, not yet. He said, get a note to somebody and let him know that you're there. So I wrote a note. I gave it to, I looked at the most important guy in the room. They came to get me 5 minutes later and bring me back to Jay.
Really? No fucking way.
Jay
Everything
Leno.
you've said, leading up to it, was I can't,
None of it
That's-
seems believable.
Yeah, that's wild, dude.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's awesome.
Yeah, and so then he said, oh, you living out here yet? And I said, oh, I'm trying to. And I said, no, he asked me when I was heading back to Boston. And I said, well, I'm going back on Tuesday. And he's like, well, I'm doing a show in Lowell on Friday. If it's okay, he said, your wife here? And I'm like, no, she's back in Boston. He's like, well, if it's okay with her, I'll take you back in my jet on Friday. Because I got a gig in Lowell. So now I'm like, he's like, call me back and let me know. So now I have to wait because Sarah's sleeping.
Yeah.
So then I called her and she's like, of course. She said,
maintaining the
yeah. So I'm like,
basement,
yeah. So then I called him back and he says, all right. And then he's like, I'll call you back with the flight info. And he called me every day to check up on me to make sure I was going with him. And
What a sweetheart.
really nice guy. Called me
Yeah.
back. He's like, when's your birthday? I was like, March 24th, 1985. He says, I wonder where I was playing in 85. So he was,
Should have asked me. I probably would have known.
so then,
Very good
yeah.
dates, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And you told him, you said, always be a tank.
Yeah.
Which is-
Yeah.
Especially if you're on a motorcycle, act like a tank and
Yep.
plow forward. And then what happened?
And I met him in Van Nuys at the airport, and then he caught on fire. It was in a
That was
motorcycle.
very soon
So
after, right?
It was a few weeks, and now I'm like, I have to be that guy. And now I'm like, did I bring this guy bad luck? That was the joke, was because then I was with him, it was 3 weeks right after we were together. Then he caught on fire. Then he was in a motorcycle car accident. I'm like, I gotta call this guy. And then I'm like, I called him and I'm like, hey Jay, you okay? He's like, yeah, I'll be fine, Pat. Thanks for calling. I'm like, and then everyone's like,
He's like, Pat, I've been waiting for you to come.
yeah.
This
then
kid's
I
trying
talked
to kill me. Yeah.
Then I talked to him
Christ.
after the motorcycle accident, and he's like, man, you're bad luck, man.
Oh, man. Well, I wonder if you ever run into Jay again, will something bad happen to him?
Well, now I'm actually gonna go see him at Foxwoods with Sarah next weekend.
Bring your
Oh,
car.
wow.
So now I gotta
Yeah.
tell him that I have 2 broken toes. So we're
yeah,
we're 2 and 1.
Bring
Yeah.
out your DVD copy of The Hills Have Eyes.
yeah.
Hope for a good night.
Yeah, in a suite. I mean, Foxwoods has got a basement.
Let's hear all this. The basement man. He's here with basement woman.
I've been captured by Pat McLoud. This is the distress beacon.
All right.
Yeah, so that was my.
Let's
No, that's sick.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Should we land the plane?
La-
Should we land the plane?
Yeah, let's land
Yeah,
the
let's
plane.
land it. I got a headache. It's fucked up. I think I'm dying.
Yeah,
Don't
dude,
know.
you don't sound well. We should go. We should bring him to urgent care after we go off
Yeah.
the air.
Shut up.
All right.
All right.
Bring yourself to urgent
Patrick,
care.
where can we find you in the
Scott, you're
world?
gonna know your friend's code.
In the world,
Thank you.
well, I don't know about the future. I'll be
You'll be around.
You can find me anywhere.
Oh, okay.
Even Jay Leno's playing.
Yeah.
Any socials or dates or?
Cloud P.
Well, last night I was at, I don't know what's in the past, but last night I was at Sweeney's Comedy Den.
Okay,
Oh, word.
That was good.
If you chose villain time travel, hang out
Yeah.
at Sweeney's Comedy Den last night.
I think I got some, well, I don't know what I got coming up. You'll find me.
You'll find them.
I got
I'll put
vacations.
past dates on there somehow. Don't worry.
So I got vacation time with the wife soon, so you'll find me in New York. We're going to New York in 2 weeks, so
the Pig Apple.
Hearing a
Just
lot
get back from
about
there.
hearing a lot about New York tonight. It
Yeah.
seems like the place to be right now.
Yeah, well,
I know where all the bathrooms are.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna need some of that intel.
Okay, cool.
If I ever go.
I'm gonna paint the bathrooms red.
So I was gonna say the Airbnbs scare me. I'm more of a hotel guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You said that, like,
I can see why.
I would be creeped out with that. By
Ghosts.
that old guy hanging out, looking in
Yeah,
a,
you
in
don't
a
want
robe.
It's unpleasant. You'll wake up Zasman and
Yeah.
Zyla. Tyler. Just
I'm
Tyler.
Yep. And Scotty.
Hey
you,
now.
where are you?
I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Skip Seasoned.
Are you on Threads?
I am on Threads. Threads is cooking with such gas right now. People can't stop talking about Threads. I'm threading like all day, every day.
This kid's a thread.
It's incredible what's going on Threads.
Yeah, and then you also have Enough.
Yes.
Podcast. It's a movie podcast. I'd highly recommend it to everybody. Scott Sweeney, Ryan Ankner. They talk about the movies.
Yes.
Comes
We're gonna
out
have
weekly. It's dope.
We're gonna have Tyler and Dennis on
Yeah, Pat will
soon.
be
It's gonna be
on.
dope.
Yeah.
Pat, we're also gonna have you on. Are you a movie guy?
I'm a movie guy.
You're on.
Movies.
You're in.
Yeah.
I love
You're
movies.
locked
You
in.
should check out Scotty's podcast. It's very good. He's also on a podcast
Thanks.
called The South Shore Boys, which also comes out weekly. That one's not that great. I do not recommend checking that out. You can skip
You
over that one.
rascal.
Dennis, where the hell are you at?
I'm at my house right now.
Yeah.
Mm. oh, literal Dennis.
I'm at Tyler Swain's office. So also real quick, Scotty will be at Nick's Comedy Stop this coming Friday, August 5th.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
First
No,
time.
Saturday, August 6th.
Saturday,
Saturday,
August 5th.
August 5th.
Yeah.
I'm mixing it all up. Sorry. I'm losing blood at a rapid pace. Saturday,
Oh, no.
August 5th, Scotty and former guest Dan Hall. Dan Hall's headline. Scotty will be on the show as well. We also got a great lineup underneath it. To be fucking dope. Go check it out. Watch Scotty rip on the microphone. I'm at Tyler Swains off Instagram. Dennis is at 98 Colby Road in Quincy. Together we are at Now Your Friends on Instagram and Twitter and
Facebook.
fucking
We're on Facebook now.
Facebook. Yeah, and the Facebook
And
group over there.
Threads.
I'm not updating. I keep
And
forgetting
we're
updated.
not on Threads. We're on TikTok.
Should we make a Threads? We're on Threads. We're gonna be on Threads.
Breaking news, folks. By then we are on Threads, and we have the most followers on Threads of all time. Jay Leno follows us, and he doesn't follow Pat. We're available anywhere podcasts are available: Apple, Spotify, whatever, and YouTube. Please subscribe to our YouTube. Check out our shorts over there. Check out our full-length feature videos of every episode, and also subscribe to our Patreon, patreon.com/nowyourfriends. We got some bonus goodies over there by the end of the summer. Thank you very much, guys. We are fans of you, and you're friends of us. Good night.
Wow.
That was insane.
That was pro. That was dope.